Welcome back. The Bahamas is 7 days away from 50 years of being an independent nation, and there are many special events planned for every day until the night of July 9th, geared towards celebrating our Golden Jubilee. On Sunday, hundreds of Bahamians made their way to Rawson and Parliament Square for the annual Pre-Independence Beat Retreat, which was held under the theme Marching to Our Own Beat. Chair of the Independent Secretariat, Ambassador Leslie Miller-Bryce, promising that activities in the lead up to the July 10th celebrations will be exciting and both entertaining as well. The Golden Jubilee flag relay touched down on the main settlement on the island we refer to as the Big Yard. That's Andros, just 8 days away from 50 days. The National Independence Secretariat has been facilitating the flag relay throughout the island communities, which is a flag-raising ceremony held on major islands leading to the 50th independence anniversary of the Bahamas on July 10th. Lindsay Thompson, on behalf of the National Independence Secretariat, says the aim of the relay is to hoist the flag throughout the island communities and to show unity and national pride. Family Island Administrator Beverly Larimore for the North Andros District brought other officials and local government residents together for the ceremony held at the Administrators Complex. That was on Saturday. The flag-raising ceremony began on the 21st of May. That was in Governor's Harbour, Eleuthera, and it began the 50 days to the countdown to 50. And since then, the flag has been to Abaco, Bimini, the Berry Islands, Exuma, Rum Cay, San Salvador, and Cat Island. Following the rededication of the refurbished government house last week, today we hear from contractor for the renovations, Mr. Floyd Wilmot, CEO of Telco Enterprises, who shared details on the expanded costs, ballooning from $9.9 million to just about double that to complete construction.
You all know, some of you all may have a home, and you know, you may go in a home today, and 2 years later, you have to do some renovation. So we started with one figure, and as we continue, example, the ballroom, there was change orders we had to do, same for the main residence, same for the Windsor wing, and the landscaping. Today, the total cost of the contract, I will not be able to give you that precise figure. I'm going to say it's probably about double by the time we're done.
Mr. Wilmot also went into a little further detail to explain some of the challenges the project faced, including impacts from the shutdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
During the height of COVID, so if an employee will, I don't have to tell you all know, get COVID, the site shut down. We had to sanitize the entire site, follow the health protocol, wait 14 days. So we had, I'm going to say, a year and a half of challenges with COVID, along with the other difficulties that we run into. There are things, like for example, that we may have finished early this year, that sat there for a while, and you may have to do some tidying up around it.
Mr. Wilmot is also proud of the number and quality of staff members who worked on the project, with the numbers reaching as high as 70 workers over the 3-year period.
Then, if you would include my subcontractors, I'm going to estimate that each one of them carry a team members of 6, somewhere between 6 to 8 employees. So, for 3 years, I'm going to say this openly because I don't need to be afraid to say it. I think the government got value for their dollar, and the Bahamian people, at the end of the day, is going to be proud of the end results. I also want to say, this project would not have started without the former government, who engaged my company and introduced me to the project team. We sat down, started with one number, and that's where we are. Also, I want to give kudos to the current administration, because they did not stop, cancel, and review this project. They allowed us to continue.
Though the project had its bureaucratic hang-ups, such as getting approvals from the Ministry of Works for every adjustment and quotes, and new challenges that arose, Mr. Wilmot thanked the Ministry of Works and the government for the opportunity to work on the historic building. Prime Minister Philip Davis, in a condolence statement, pointed to the loss of an icon so close to the country's 50th independence anniversary celebrations, as he hailed Dr. Saunders as a beacon of light, a repository of wisdom, and resounding voice in preserving and narrating the national story of the Bahamas. As he lamented her loss, the Prime Minister said her enduring legacy lies in her contributions to our understanding of our past, and her life's work was dedicated to ensuring that our history was not just accurately recorded, but made accessible and meaningful to all. Add to that, he noted that Dr. Saunders established the Bahamian National Archives and served as its director for over 3 decades, ensuring the preservation of our national memories. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thanks so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.